Hi, welcome to That's the Thing podcast. It is episode 0.47 and it is Friday, November the 15th. Every time I get to the word podcast and after I've said it, I'm like, why did I say podcast? I'm Drew.
I'm Kevin, also known as Raylith.
At Nolan on Twitter, it's Nolan.
Yay! Okay. I wrote a list of things to talk about so I can talk about them. If you guys have something, feel free just to interject at random. Okay. Rule
at
number.
Least 2 things.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog? Hello?
Yeah.
Kevin? Did Kevin?
I think he died.
Yeah, I can't hear Kevin at all.
We might have to restart.
I don't know if we're recording or not. If we are, Nolan, what do you want to talk about?
Well, the 2 big things I did this week was he's gone.
He's
but
gone.
He's probably still recording, so we'll just keep going. Wait. Is he back?
He's back.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Was it Did we have to start over?
No, you guys were going. It's just like me, I could not hear.
Okay.
No, you guys are going fine. Like, cause I can see like the mouths go or the stuff going. It's just with me, it was not going. I'm like, crap. That just means I had to like rejoin the call. What did you guys talk about? How it's cold?
Actually, Nolan was about to say he has 2 things to talk about. Okay,
Nolan, you can talk.
The only 2 big things I've talked about are Death Stranding and Disney Plus.
Okay, I haven't.
Those are good.
With either of those. So, our man on the street, Nolan, tell us about Death Stranding.
Oh boy, love that game. And I also hate it so much.
So I've watched, I think I watched Pat play it, and I've watched like Wooly also play it, like the first couple hours. So that's my knowledge.
It's absolute Pete Kojima, but oh my gosh, is that game just nothing but walking around, and I can't stop playing it.
Like,
I don't know what it is.
It looks weirdly fascinating.
So, okay, did you play any No Man's Sky?
What?
Did you play any No Man's Sky?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like do you have the same relationship with that game as this game?
No, I hated the busy work of No Man's Sky. For some reason, this one is entertaining.
That's weird.
I know.
Is it because that there's like the promise of like Kojima weirdness that's gonna show up, and like you're waiting for it to happen?
It's the promise of maybe my questions will get answered, and I have about 50 questions. Time I complete something, 10 more questions pop up.
Did you know that chiral means hand?
I did. Did you know that chiral is the stuff they use to make all their stuff, but it's also poisonous?
Yeah, it's also the strand.
So your hand is poisonous?
Yes, but it also
is it saying? So it's a self-abuse, not a self-love kind of game.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the least subtle game ever.
It poisons you, but it also makes your toys and your cars and your guns, and it also makes ghosts and monsters. I don't fucking know what it is. I have no clue what this stuff is. I don't get it, but I can't stop playing it.
You know, like in Nier, how like its themes were gradual and like the characters' motivations, and they'd gradually like.
Oh yeah, gradual. Yeah, the game with the character whose name is 2B.
No, I'm saying, you know how Nier was like subtle and did not hit you? Like there's not a soliloquy where someone goes, "Your name is Bridges, but you're tearing apart people by bringing them together."
That doesn't make any sense.
Hi, my name is Dead Man. They call me that because I'm a coroner and I deal with dead people.
But what does Mads Mikkelsen's character do?
I don't know yet, but
He
I've
shows
seen
up
about.
he just shows up and does weird things.
I don't know what it does. I have no clue.
So whenever you plug BB into yourself, you merge with BB's memories, and BB has memories of Mad Mikkelsen doing things. So every couple of minutes, whenever you go out of your base, you'll see Mads Mikkelsen for about a minute or two doing something and talking about something, and then the game resumes.
Air quotes his memories because that's a big plot point that I'm starting to notice.
Is BB just a clone of you?
I don't know. I think so, but maybe.
Is Norman Reedus and BB a Ferrator? Is that how that works?
I think so. I think there's something with Norman Reedus and
Yeah.
BB and Mads Mikkelsen. Like I think
It-
Norman Reedus is Mad Mikkelsen's son because they made a lot of big deal about him and his mom and like sister at the beginning of the game, but they haven't talked about his dad at all, at least
no.
from what I've watched.
No, him and his mom, the owner of Bridges, Bridget Strands, and her sister Amelia, who might also be named Samantha. We don't know because they changed the name twice on you.
Also, they made her name America. Her name's like Amelia America Strands.
Yeah.
And you're her brother, Sam Porter Bridges, but they own the company Bridges. And you said, I'm not part of the family anymore, so I changed it to Bridges, the name of the. So I'm not a part of you guys anymore.
Because he's not the strands. He's not connected to super internet, to super ghost internet.
You have to connect the strands, and when they come together, they make knots, and the cities are called knots, and they connect to other strands. So you gotta spread knots and strands across the country. I don't know what's going on in this game at all.
It's almost like Hideo Kojima needs an editor.
It's like they need at least one person to hold him back. Maybe 4 or 5.
It's the thing where like creativity is actually bred from constraints. Like having free reign to do whatever is not good.
Or he just needs someone to tell him, like, you know what, Kojima, let's pick 3 of these. Let's pick 3 of these ideas because I actually like it's. I don't know. It's a bizarre game. I'm not playing.
Well, no, essentially it's like they said pick 3 of these, and he said fuck that. I'm putting 5 more in the pile.
But don't you see? Like I feel like the game is every time a cutscene is happening, he's looking at the camera and saying, "But don't you see, guys? Connections."
There's literally a part I just did where, like, I get back together, and they're like, "Wow, thank you," and the girl gives me thumbs up, and then my thumbs up number, my like 1, and I go what? And then I also do a thumbs up back at her, and then her likes go up by 1.
Yeah,
because likes are the new currency, Nolan.
No, but you do the motion of thumbs up, and it gives them 1.
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's not just like liking something on Twitter?
No, you do the thumbs up, they actually get a like, and their number goes up.
Is the Death Stranding what happened when Twitter had the worst update ever and decided to become real, and that's where all the ghost came from? And
there's a good chance. The ghosts are all the Twitter bots that are being purged.
Yeah, and it makes it like no, this makes sense because the enemy faction got too many likes and they got addicted to it. So now they live in the wilds, but they need likes.
About the ghosts in that game.
Yeah, I think we cracked the code, Kojima. Your thing is just about too much Twitter.
No.
I believe it.
Do you know how you get rid of ghosts in that game?
Pee on them.
Somewhat like that. Full of poop or piss or blood at them, and it kills them.
See, that's because Sam Norman Reedus is a repatriate, and the bodily fluids of repatriates hurt ghosts.
Now, see, also Sam has dooms, and dooms act very differently, especially if you have dooms and a repatriate, and you have a BB. It's unprecedented. Now,
Yeah, also,
what is fucking, I don't know. They haven't.
It's the game that it'll ask a question and then answer it, but that answer is not an answer.
Like, I'm getting angry and more excited about this because I don't know what's going on. All I do.
According to Alex Navarro, however you want to say it, every twist, like, you think this is what the twist is going to be, you're right.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Okay, but why do they all have powers? Why does Dooms give you superpowers?
It's a Hideo Kojima game.
Or he watched like Naruto and he wants them all to have bloodline techniques because that's what it really feels like.
Okay, so when you die, you go to a place called the beach, and that's where all dead things are at. But then there's also teleport through their beaches, like essentially Nightcrawler, and pop out somewhere else.
Yeah, that's because Fragile has an advanced Dooms. He's like Dooms level 5. But then Higgs is like Doom's level 7, so he can summon the ghost.
Thank you for talking about Higgs. He might be my favorite character so far.
It's wild.
He's so weird.
All right, Nolan, are you watching Disney Plus?
Yes, I am right now.
Okay, how's Disney Plus? Like, how does it work?
How is the service?
So far, it's okay. It's like still in its early stages. It's all right. What I'm more excited about is I have all the seasons of Gargoyles, Rescue Rangers, Goof Troop. I have the movies Blank Check, every Disney Channel original movie, Heavyweight, Sinbad's First Kid, and
okay.
Can we talk about Blank Check for a while?
I would check because I love that movie.
Okay, let's talk about Blank Check. I only remember like one thing from Blank Check, and that is the kid had like a water slide from his room to the bottom floor, and that had a purpose in the grand finale.
Oh, that movie.
That is Blank Check.
I remember the scene where he's on the date and it's like the water fountain that's a maze. But the thing is, it's like the water fountain issue is like the water will stop spraying at some point, so it's like it's not a very good maze.
It wasn't okay.
Sinbad in that movie? Was Sinbad in that movie?
Yeah, he was. He was the butler.
Was this Macaulay Culkin or is this not Macaulay Culkin?
This is not Macaulay Culkin.
I don't. It's like in my brain, it's Macaulay Culkin.
Are you sure Sinbad? I thought Sinbad was like the guy trying to like catch the kid.
No, I'm pretty sure Sinbad. Wait, no. Hold on.
Because like my brain is saying his butler was like the not John Candy guy.
Oh no, it was You're right.
Excuse me, but wouldn't a blank check bounce immediately for a construction company?
Of course it.
Because
Not in the 90s. In the 90s, that's when the economic bubble had yet to pop.
oh, I see. So they just went like, okay, the money's coming, and then they just started to build your water slide house, and then they're like, where's the money? How did that movie resolve?
I don't remember.
I think he gets his money back or something, and the kid doesn't get arrested.
Because
That's the most okay ending I can think of.
yeah, because it's like my brain tells me that like I don't know. It's just it's like like how do you get out of that? Like does the kid just go oops? And like his parents are now like in debt to like whoever like all this construction company. Like that would be like a news scandal for years.
Good.
Is that Blank Check 2? The hard
Am I
reboot?
back?
What?
Am I back now? Can you hear
Yes.
me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you couldn't hear me. So I tried to look up not John Candy's name. It turns out no, Sinbad is not in that movie.
What am I thinking of?
Tone Vic. Sorry, Tone Lock. But part of that purpose of the reason that kid got the money is it was like needing to be laundered.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember that. Like remember he gets the thing and he goes to get the cash and they offer him juice and they ask if he wants juice because that's the guy's name. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so it's like it's mob money or it's black market money.
It's weird because I feel like in my head it makes sense, but like none of the Disney Plus marketing material mentions that like yeah, everything on the Disney Channel is on this thing. Like
It's every single one of them.
because that's more compelling to me. I'm still not gonna get it because
but you're right. Like the B movie garbage is why you get this, not like the Disney theatrical stuff.
yeah, like I don't care. Listen, I would rather watch every Disney Channel original movie of like the Leprechaun one where he plays soccer or whatever. I'd watch that.
The Luck of the Irish.
Yeah,
What's the Merman one? But he's a basketball player.
The 13th year.
Yeah.
like no, like yeah. Where's this advertising, Disney? You failed.
There's
Instead of showing The Simpsons, that's terribly cropped. Apparently, they cropped a 4:3 to 16:9, which is bad. And instead, you're saying like, here you can listen to both French and Spanish Simpsons which is apparently the way to go with French Homer and or Spanish Homer. Both of them are quite good. Apparently, like Spanish Homer is friends with Spanish Vegeta, so there are jokes that have been changed where Homer talks about watching Dragon Ball Z.
good.
Oh, I like that much better.
Anyway, yeah, that's weird.
The big front page of it is just like Avengers, Star Wars, Avengers, Star Wars, Star Wars, Avengers, Simpsons, Avengers. And I'm like, I don't care about any of this. Give me
Where's
Miracle in Lane 2. Where's Miracle in Lane 2? Where's Cadet Kelly?
What's the space one? Zan.
It's like Xandor Girl of the Future or something?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
There you go.
Yeah, where is like the millennial campaign where they're just showing like all these Disney Channel original movies and they're activating the programming it deep inside your mind. You're like, ah!
I kid you not, last week I was upset because I wanted to watch what is it? I wanted to watch Up and Away, the one about the black superhero family, and I could not find it anywhere. And now it's available anytime. I love this.
You can watch Sky High, which is pretty good.
Oh, I never actually watched
Smart House.
any. I never watched any of the Disney live action movies. I only watched the Disney Channel for cartoons, and I got mad about live action stuff interrupting that.
No, you're good. Oh, Drew, that's also on there.
The Sword and the Stone.
Cartoons.
Sword and the Stone.
Yeah, I posted a thing to chat showing Disney's love and affection for restoring and hosting like its own stuff.
Yeah, no, they hate it.
They don't care.
Yeah.
You gotta smudge it. People don't want to see those pencil lines. They want them smudged out.
Yeah.
Yo, but you can watch the Buzz on Maggie. You want to watch the Buzz on Maggie? Here you go.
Yeah, I never watched that. That was a show for babies.
No, it wasn't for babies.
I'm pretty sure it's for babies.
That's not for babies. That was for like at least elementary school kids.
No, again, the same thing like I said last week where VeggieTales, like, it was one of those shows I had already written it off as a show for babies.
Aw.
Despite being
okay.
an elementary school child.
Do they have Dave the Barbarian?
That show's not good.
The show is good.
Hold on. Let me check.
That show isn't good.
It is good.
I
Dave
promise you it's
Barbarian's
not.
good. It's good.
No, it's not.
Yo, hit us up in the comments if you're down with Dave the Barbarian.
It's not.
It's good. It has Faffy. He says bejabbers. Yo, you got like the unicorn that's just like a sad Christopher Walken. Yo, you got all the warriors.
Dave the Barbarian is not on Disney Plus.
See, it's so bad. Disney Plus doesn't even want it. Also, The Weekenders isn't on there either.
Well, Weekenders is actually good.
Yeah.
But they do have Hercules and Aladdin, the animated.
Now, Hercules, I don't know if it's actually good or not.
Hercules, the animated series, is okay, but Aladdin is actually good.
Is Fillmore on there?
Oh my gosh. I don't think so, but I'm gonna.
My guess is no, but if Fillmore is on there.
Oh man, Fillmore?
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot Disney actually made things I liked.
Well, no, they do. Like Kim Possible's on there.
Like, it's just... Do they have the live action Kim Possible?
Oh, they probably have that.
But, like, my brain is so, like, subsumed by modern Disney stuff that it just has, like, no love at all and actually, like, probably hatred. Or at least disdain for them as a company. And then it's like, yeah, but remember, like, the good stuff they actually did make in the past?
Okay, I'm curious. What do they have Disney's Doug?
I would think so.
Like,
it's like a weird mix. It's like up until like the 2000s, and then everything else is gone, and then it jumps right back on at like 2000.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like
it's a weird like gap.
Yeah, it feels like that kind of the early 2000s are gone, and then it like I'm sure Gravity Falls is on there, and then it's like everything post that.
Oh yeah, Gravity Falls.
That's weird. That's a weird service. I still feel like Disney Plus is really good if you have kids. I feel like now knowing that all like the old Disney Channel stuff is on there, you're like good to go because you.
Oh, I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't just because I'm not giving Disney any money.
I'm
going to do the 7-day trial, and I'm going to see how good it is, and if Darkwing Duck is enough for a bit.
Darkwing Duck's pretty good.
I know Darkwing Duck's great, but I'm like I want to see.
Does it have? Okay, I like this better than actually looking up a list. Is just asking Nolan. Do they have? I feel this is way better. Nolan, do they have Buzz Lightyear of Star Command?
No. But they have X-Men the animated series.
Okay, yeah, like I saw that. Like,
oh yeah, because they own Fox. Yeah, okay.
Spider-Man. I know that's on there.
Is that the one where he went to space?
No, that's Spider-Man Unlimited.
Do they have Pookie?
That's also on there.
Pookie or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah, what was it? Pookie? What was that ninja show on Jetix?
Puka. Yeah.
That's owned by
France.
Gosh,
France, Canada.
No, it's having there's a new Puka. Like they're making their own Puka. It's about how Puka owns a restaurant, and then there's like the big restaurant. It's so the new series of Puka is just the movie Good Burger. But
do they have Dragon Booster?
No.
Oh.
Listen, I checked. They had Dragon, Get Ed, or Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yeah.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go was good.
Yeah. I'll give you. Yeah. I don't. Get Ed, Dragon Booster, and Skyhawks were all by the same studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to that studio?
They kept going. Slug Terra looks like that group of people. I only know that.
I think Slug Terra is them.
Get Ed, Lord.
That one. It took my brain a moment to like shift gears to that one.
No, that one was like I'm like, oh, Yin Yang Yo, is that on there?
No.
Okay. So like that era of Disney XD is Motor City on there?
Oh no. Of course it's
no, they don't want people to remember that existing.
It's
Tron Uprising.
No, but regular Tron's on here.
Man, Tron Uprising was sick.
Yes, it would.
Kick Batowski.
No. Yes. Kick Batowski's not on there?
No.
The Replacements?
I forgot to check replacements, so let me check.
Okay, well, he's pulling that up. Let's talk about how Phineas and Ferb is just a better replacements.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Phineas and Ferb is like legit. It's. I would give it the same quality of Jackie Chan Adventure, where it's the same thing every episode, but you're like, all right, pretty good.
I'll go a step further and say Phineas and Ferb is 2 seasons. The first season sets it up, and the second season is riffing on the first season.
Yeah. I also think that it's 2 shows. Like there's Phineas and Ferb, and then there's the Perry the Platypus and Doofenshmirtz show, which I think is better. I like that show better. I'll be real. I like Doofenshmirtz. He's really good. Milo Murphy's Law did nothing for me. I was really disappointed.
I watched it and I didn't like it.
It just did nothing for me. Like I was looking at it and it was one of those cartoons, I would say similar to not quite as severe, but
Camp Laszlo.
No, yeah. I was gonna say Craig of the Creek, or I
never
like
watched
it.
That one.
Yeah.
but it's just like everything about it. I'm like, yeah, this is all right, but it's just not. It's not hitting me. But I can't like decry it. I'm not like that's not a bad show. It's no
Yeah.
Disney's Doug where I despise it. It's just like yeah, that's fine.
So Nolan is the replacements on there.
No.
Okay. So they went hard classic and then they went new. They didn't go for our demographic as hard as they could have. They expected that the people would be lulled into like the Disney Channel original movies. And they're like, yeah, that's enough. But no.
Does it have that darn cat?
It has both. Has the original and the remake.
Ooh.
All right. Drew, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Not really. My week.
That's it.
Okay. My week hasn't been super productive. I got on a dating app and I've been working on a school paper.
Yeah. One of those things is going to end in failure.
Oh boy.
Not the paper. The paper's you just write that. That's easy.
Well, no, didn't you have something else that happened this week?
Oh, I got third in a Street Fighter tournament.
Yeah, give us the tournament report.
So, okay, full disclosure, and not to like underplay myself, but I really haven't played Street Fighter 5 since before Kage came out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so like you haven't played it seriously since before this podcast started.
I haven't really played it at all. Like, not even like leisurely. Like, I just haven't played it.
All right.
And I got third at this. Granted, there were like 3 legitimately good players.
Oh, okay.
And I lost to a good player that played Blanca.
Yeah. You picked the right guy.
Yeah. And then I lost to the guy I beat in round 2 in Loser's Final who plays Akuma. So, like, I lost to a character I've never played against, like, even when I was playing the game a lot. And then I lost with Vega to one of the best characters in the game.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. Vega's not a good character.
Or is this like a weekly or a monthly thing, or is this like a random one shot?
That was a monthly apparently, and there is a weekly, but I think it has a rotating thing of like the game. I think changes week to week.
You just gotta
well, Smash is on Sundays. Smash is apparently every Sunday, but like but that game is but it's every Wednesday they have that. And it was a case of like, I have an 8-page paper due and I'm responsible enough that I can't go to the fighting game thing tonight.
Yeah, welcome to being old.
But yeah, so I won $10 on Sunday.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's some delicious candies.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it makes me feel bad though that like it'd been different if I'd been playing competitively for the past year and got third. But it makes me a little sad that I haven't played and I got third.
No, you have to say
you got it.
Yeah, you have to say like I wasn't even using my true power. You were jeering, you were just meditating.
Yeah.
You're like, you fools, you think you beat me? I'm in Form 1. I'm Frieza on the little weird egg thing.
Yeah. And it's like, it's also, I imagine too, of like, what if they'd ever given any significant changes to Vega?
Oh, you mean like give him like some kind of wake up? or some
Yeah.
kind of
Or I don't know, like you've seen those like claw like effects on his normals, and the character's just standing there getting scratched by the effects and just not getting hit at all.
Oh yeah, fair and balanced.
Yeah.
That seems good to me. Oh, I better pull up the. Yeah, we're good. Recording still going.
Okay.
Thank you, computer.
I think that's all I've done this week.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I talk about this while I had still in my brain. Surge 2. I finished the Surge 2. I'd give that a solid 7 out of 10. It was good. It's a Dark Souls game. The story is one of the worst I've ever seen in video games. Like it's not like offensive, but it's so like nothing that I felt it almost felt like an old game, like when you're playing like Contra or something, where it's just get to the end. Like that was the story to me more than any of the characters, where I'm just like, nah, I'm just getting to the end. Because there is no story. But the gameplay is good. There's not a ton of bosses. Like they start getting reused. And I would say, if you're like Dark Souls, pick that sucker up for $40. $40 or less.
So can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why did you skip Sekiro, but you got the Surge?
Because I wanted to play the Surge 2 because it was like a robot game and it looked interesting. Like Sekiro, a lot of Sekiro is about doing parries, and I'm terrible at parries. I cannot do parries at all. And Sekiro is like parry the game. If you want to know one of my weaknesses, it is doing a timed parry. I am awful at it and have always been awful at it. So that's why I skipped it. And I went on to Surge. Okay. Also, the Surge, you can do stuff like leveling up and like trying out like armor and stuff. And Sekiro is basically you got what you got, beat the game. And I'm not ready for that at the moment. All right, what else? What else? Okay, Pokemans. The reviews are coming out for it. A lot of people were sending me a lot of tweets for my opinion on Pokemans, comparing it to Monster Hunter World, and how it should have had more in it. And then they didn't read my follow-up tweets, so they kept replaying, like saying, like, "Oh, you think Monster Hunter World is bad?" And I was like, "Ugh!" I just ignored those people. But yeah,
listen, Kevin, reading is hard.
It is hard. Reading is very hard.
Here's the problem. I read that and I mean, I understand. Like, yeah, he's right. It's not too tough. People out there.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of weirdness with the new Pokemon games. Like I think there's an inordinate amount of hate for those games, and I don't like. It's okay to be a bit peeved. I'm a bit peeved knowing that some of my favorites aren't in the game, and that the game looks kind of like basically a 3DS game. But I'm not like enraged to the extreme. Like you see some like I'm not a person that's like gone on Twitter and searching Pokemon, and whenever someone says I'm excited for it, just saying you're an idiot, go die, which apparently is happening.
Yeah, and then they brag about it and just saying like, man, owning Pokemon fans is so easy. And it's like you just look at their chain replies, it's the same insult like a dozen times.
Yeah, it feels like to me this feels exactly similar to like Marvel Infinite, where people before the game is released are taking like graphical bugs and stuff and blowing them out of proportion, and you're just like, you're an idiot. Like they're like look at the scene on like the grass in the background. Get a new job, Game Freak. It's like, no, that's not even a valid critique. And then it's just hate it.
You just like opened a like wound, and now I'm just like pissed off like about those fuckers. for Marvel Infinite again.
Yeah. Ooh.
But that's my go-to where people just start hating something and they haven't like they either haven't played it or have no intention of playing it, but then they hate it and then they're just hating. They're just being
Yeah, they're
haters.
just dumping on it for no reason.
Well, they're dumping
Whereas,
on
like-
it to get internet clicks because you go on the Pokemon Reddit and say, "We need all the Pokemon back. This is a travesty," and then the people will give you 1,000 likes, almost as if Hideo Kojima knew. He
Oh
knew.
my god.
Yeah.
He keeps doing it. Maybe Hideo Kojima's a genius. Oh Lord, he's a genius yet again. People are going crazy to get more likes. This is what the Death Stranding.
Well, yeah, but the issue is typically Hideo Kojima would do a game and then like 3-5 years later, what was in the game would be reality. This is like, we already knew this, Hideo. This isn't like Metal Gear Revengeance, whenever the guy says, "Make America Great Again."
Well, I swear, no, it's also the fact that when like the president is being live streamed on top of a robot in the Middle East, how there's like people saying this is fake news. I don't believe it. That happens in Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, the most truth-telling game of all time.
Yeah, no, Revengeance is scary with its like Nostradamus effect.
It is probably my favorite Metal Gear game because one is the most fun to play, but it is also by far the realest. Like that's of all Metal Gear Revengeance is the realest of them all. But yeah, like a lot of Pokemon's drama, and it kind of makes me feel like it's a shame, but I'm not upset by it in any way. Well,
Yeah.
I'm more annoyed at people getting like extremely hateful than the game itself, because like I'm going to play it at some point, but I'm not playing it like soon because I'm playing Outer Worlds, and that game is great. That game's like 5 out of 5. Better Fallout than Fallout.
Oh yeah.
I remembered something else I did this week.
Oh, was that?
What?
A lot of strong bad emails.
Yo,
Like-
emails are great.
Because there was the new one on this past Halloween or close to it, and I watched it, so then YouTube just kept recommending Homestar Runner videos to me, and I'd just be laying in bed and I'd just click it, and then another one would pop up like, yeah, sure, why not? And so I've watched a lot of spee-mail.
I'm going to make a controversial statement. Here's my statement. I think the peak of internet comedy and humor is Homestar Runner, and we have never gotten close to it. It is the apex. It is the alpha and omega. It is that is as funny as internet cartoon, and I dare say internet humor will ever be.
Okay, but where's your controversial opinion?
Yeah. This is quote unquote controversial.
I thought you were going to say, like, Homestar Runner's a better character than Strong Bad. Like, that was the opinion I expected to hear when you were going to say controversial.
No, I mean, like, that's wrong. Strong Bad is really good.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, I agree. That's why, like, that's what I expected, though, when you said controversial opinion, not just, oh, here's some truth I'm going to drop for everybody to hear.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page of Homestar Runner.
Listen, Kevin, I can't agree with you, but I'm not going to fight you on what I feel.
No, like, you can't stop Homestar Runner. Like, the only argument I would accept to saying that Homestar Runner is not the greatest thing on the internet is that for hope if someone in the future to rise to that challenge, I just don't think they can.
Yeah. I will say the only problem with Homestar Runner, it's impossible to find people who know about it. Like, and I mean real people. Like, people on the internet, yeah, that's easy. But, like, a real
everyone
person
on
in the
internet-
real world?
No. I knew like one guy in my grade who knew about Homestar, and we were like, hey, we were doing like Trogdor, and we'd be like, hey, it's
Yeah.
Trogdor, consummate V's, and they'd be like, ha, we're friends. But man,
Oh,
Homestar Runner's great. It's real good. And it's
yes.
always amazing how it'll come back and it will like just
And
not
it
miss
just
a
hasn't,
beat.
it's like it never left.
Like it's the most amazing thing. It'll be like, all right, we'll just write a new Homestar, and you watch it, and you're like, yep, it's exactly good. And that's it. So that's how we're gonna end this podcast by saying you should go out and go watch some Homestar Runner.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube, or at least most of it is.
Do we not want to talk about video game movie news? Or are we out of time?
Oh yeah. Thank you, Nolan. We probably should mention that.
I tweeted my opinions already, but man, if this is not a case of chaotics, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, so for those who don't know the Chaotix cartoon, you would look at it and think, wow, this show looks real bad. I bet if it had a better art style, it would do better. And then, like, partway through season 1 or season 2, it got a better art style. And it just made you realize how awful the rest of the show was.
No,
yeah.
the movie's still going to be garbage, regardless.
Oh yeah, I think there is a certain charm to the horror that was old. Like, so new design Sonic objectively looks better in every single way. But the issue is that like I'm not going to see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie in any way. It's not even ironically like I don't even need it to waste my time. But like the old design looks so horrific that it made me almost remember of like the old time like Mario movie where like they just didn't know what video games were, or like you could tell like and a studio executive was told by another guy who sort of knew what the Mario brothers were, and they're like, okay, let's make that movie. Or the old Sonic movie was like, yeah, that thing your kid likes about the rat man, and he fights the scientist. He has rings. He runs. Let's make that the movie.
It's okay. So 2 things on that. One, I don't know. I still have affection towards the Mario movie. Somehow they got something, not a failure out of that.
I hate the Mario movie. I hate
it. And 2 is seeing that design. It's still like, I don't know. It seems impossible that is what they came out with. Like,
are you in the camp that the first trailer was a psyop? That the first trailer was intentionally designed like that, so then they would release the quote unquote fixed version to get another marketing boost?
No, because I know Hollywood executives are just that incompetent.
I do not believe in the psyop, mainly because there was marketing materials of old design Sonic. Like, if there was not like posters and t-shirts and whatever that were like leaked, then I would believe that this was all faked and it was real. But no, they were making merch of that weird looking Sonic.
God. Like, I don't. The teeth that thing had.
Release the teeth cut.
It's like.
Now I would be.
Money.
See, like, I would actually be interested in the DVD or whatever if there was a version where you could watch the old Sonic movie, like what that looked like with weird Sonic. That is interesting. Like, I would watch that movie. I want to see the creator's original design and like this is what they were wanted. this is what they wanted Sonic to look like.
Man, you can't even say the original creators. You know it wasn't the creators. You know it was no one in the art department who wanted that Sonic. That is pure Hollywood executive with his head up his butt.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, the creator. The creator of the Sonic movie is a team of boardroom executives who are trying to like.
No, Kevin, you can't. The word is financiers.
Okay, the financiers of the boardroom, and also a guy trying to make sure it's okay for China because that's going to release there.
I would watch Japan's.
No.
You can keep going, Nolan.
No. The Japan release would be a lot of just that garbage movie.
Oh yeah, that anime. I have that. I have the Sonic OVA.
Man, it's pretty good. Where like Robot Sonic becomes the like true Sonic.
Yeah, because you know everything I'm going to do. I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
And Knuckles has a cowboy hat.
Yeah. That was I think those were like production designs from like before Sonic 3 where they were like taking like the concept art and then they said, "Okay, we just got to roll with it and make a movie."
They should give Knuckles the hat back.
I like the hat. Should bring back, I think it was, what was that girl's name? Was it Princess something?
Sally.
No, it wasn't Sally. That was in the other car. Was it Sally? Did they name it? I don't know.
I have no idea. I do not know in the least what that princess's name was.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's how we're gonna peter out because I'm starting to get lag hitches. So thanks for recording.
No, that's right. Just remember, we're resident Sonic experts.
Yeah, that's me. I've played a lot of Sonic. I've played too much Sonic. But then, like, I don't know. Later days, bye.
Keep on trangling.
Yeah. Okay. Sonic says, "Don't lock yourself in like a dryer.
Don't get in dryers.
Don't stay away from dryers.
Especially don't lock yourself in a dryer, but don't get in them in general.
Just stay away. It's no good."